All right, from your DMAC screen, you're going to click on TEAC score. From here, you will go to test keys and list. And I have more because I'm the district person, but you should have in your test keys the bio macro unit 1. If you click this magnifying glass, you should be able to see the entire exam. From here, you will double click and click print. This should print it in a print version. If you'd like to save it as a PDF, you can right here at the destination save as PDF. I would maybe recommend you save it as a PDF and then print it. Also from this screen, you can click the edit test. That is the paper with the pencil. From this screen, you get to see the key of the exam. You can also go to online. On the online, you can allow students to see test results. I do not recommend this just because if you want to prevent cheating, this will be a way to ensure that students cannot cheat because they do not know what their score is. Unlimited sign-in attempts is for students who may need to take more than one day. If you think your test is going to take more than one day, I would go ahead and select this. And then I don't suggest selecting this very last one. Guidelines and highlighter are recommended for a reading test. If you don't need them, you can take them off. And if you want your students to have a calculator, you can select calculator, and then you can also select your model. Just ensure to hit save right here at the bottom once you select those settings. Also, when you go to test keys and list, if you select your exam, you can select this little guy right here. This is how you will enable your exam. It'll ask if you want to enable the online version. You will select yes. Once you have the online, it'll have the green like Wi-Fi symbol with online and the ID number. Your students will need their birth date, name, and ID number and able to get online to take the exam. Once they enter this online, please ensure that they have selected you as their instructor. Otherwise, their data will be under another teacher's name. So once they get your name put in and this ID put in, they should be able to access the test. Once they've taken the exam, you can click this button right here that says Dashboard. Dashboard will take you, I'm going to select junior high just because I have district access. But once you select your dashboard, you will only have your exam and it'll appear right here and it'll say freshman bio unit 1. From here, if you have reports set up, you can see different reports. You can set up reports by clicking this one-click setting. In this one-click setting, you can select the different reports you get to see. I would always suggest selecting the performance summary. This gives you a pie chart of who is passed, who's not passed. Student responses gives you who has passed the test, who is not. But it gives you exactly that. It gives you the student responses, so how they answered to every question. And then the student quintile shows you approaches, meets, masters, and did not pass. So this one is also a good one to break down data. So I would recommend setting these one-click settings. I always just had it on the student quintile. This is the only report I would select for the reports because it's just easier to glance at and see as a grade however one's done. You can also click on scores. And every single time after the period, it will, you may have to refresh your page, but it will update with who has scored what. From each student, you can click on details. It'll tell you how they scored and then also their responses down here. From here, you can also see their portfolio. So this tells you, different things for all subjects. But anyways, from your dashboard, you should be able to see the overall score for your exam. So this is kind of more of a yellow-green. It's a little above medium. High is going to be all the way green and low is going to be all the way red. So anywhere in between, yellow's decent, greens are decent. Anything below yellow, I would say, is probably not good overall for the score of the test. If you have questions about any more of this, let me know. I'm going to shoot you another video about how to set up your student profile.